Okay, so we want to make sure the statement that we're making is heard up in there. So we want to tell Anthony that we are here seeking for peace. And I promise you guys, he's not going to hear you if you're not loud enough. Okay?
أجهم أجونا كل نجار صبغ يزلوا كاب سراويت مكل خال تجراي ما تملكت له أو تجراي لهم عيد تشانه علنا عينا بعنا له إلى من له ما هذا كذي بسراويت تجراي لهاجر بمقصد نسخاتهم ما وجد لهم تجارو فتوت تجارو أو وجي بعضهم أيهم تقالسوا أجانو عود كنسمعنا أجهم أجونا
أجهم
أجهم أتقرأ لنا سنوي كم تدور جنزونا أيوة صاحب يا أتمبر أيوة صن
أيوة هنا
أيوة هنا ننتي كلنا نتيا وتعزل لنا تجارو أرسنا أول طاينة تنكر أجهم صباح عود بعود كونوا خونينا عيد الطلاطرو سراويت مسموس
All right. That's awesome. Let's keep the energy. Let's keep the vibe.
هذا كذي. أما ترى شامل لختي. أو تويتر. قال سخوما تنكروا كلهم تويتر. قال سخوما تنكروا قال تنانا تنكر. كاو حالي فقط. على فيسبوك نكبر قال سي كلهم أجونا أجوهم. صباح برو يقعدنا. ناسا دعوي هاجر تقرأ كنا مسردينا.
Thank you.
هاجر كنا مسردينا. We are free Tigray. We are free Tigray.
Independent Tigray.
Independent Tigray.
Independent Tigray.
Independent Tigray.
So we do want independent Tigray, don't we? You do, right? So let's make sure they hear that we are here to demand peace and justice. We're not going anywhere until we get that, okay? Okay? All right, let's keep going. Anthony! Come on, guys. Let's keep the energy. Anthony! Break your silence. He's not going to hear this. I promise you guys, he's not. If you're not loud enough, he's not going to hear this. Let's do this, okay? Who's ready? Anthony! Anthony! Break your silence! Yes! 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 Act right now! 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 Yes! 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 Break your silence! Break your silence! Break your silence! Stop bombing Tigray! 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 Stop bombing Tigray!
Erdogan soldiers out of Tigray. Erdogan army out of Tigray. Erdogan army out of Tigray. Stop using anger as a weapon. 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 Erdogan army out of Tigray. Erdogan soldier out of Tigray. Who are we? كلهم لنا على السكور. أمدا تفلتوا. أول. Who are we? Who are we? What do we want? What do we want? What do we need? What do we need? Erdogan army out of Tigray. Erdogan soldier out of Tigray. Stop hunger as a weapon. Stop using hunger as a weapon. Stop the genocide. Stop the genocide.
Check mic. Are you guys tired? You're not, right? Okay, we did a good job getting ready. Now is the time that action starts, okay? Everything we did up until now was a practice. Now is the time that I'm going to need your energy, okay? I want you guys to get louder as much as possible. If you guys are holding flags, put your hat, put it so that, you know, they can see the flags, okay? Who are you? Who are you? What do we want? 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 Who are you? Who are you? What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Now!
Stop war on Tigray!
Stop war on Tigray!
Stop war on Tigray!
Stop war on Tigray!
U.S.
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 We demand action!
We demand action!
We demand action!
We demand action!
We need action!
We need action!
Stop the war!
Stop the war!
Stop the war on Tigray!
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 Stop the genocide!
Stop the genocide!
Stop the genocide!
Stop the genocide!
Stop the raping!
Stop the raping!
Stop the raping!
Stop the raping!
Stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Stop the war on Tigray!
Stop the war on Tigray! Stop the war on Tigray! Stop the war on Tigray! We demand justice! We demand peace! We demand justice right now! We demand justice right now! We demand peace! We demand peace! We demand justice!
Please, أوزير لكم سلام ديش لسه يا مدرك شامل لكم. أنا أريد لكم تقولوا لقد باير الكاميرا من تطعمنا. أنا راح أقول لنا بليز.
Hey guys, we have a statement that is going to be presented right now. So let's try to give them some space. You guys can come a little bit in the back. All right, guys. There is a statement that is going to be presented right now. So let's listen to that, okay? I'm gonna go back to chanting, and all right.
Excellency, we Ethiopians of Tigray origin and diaspora are urging the international community to make an urgent and meaningful intervention to stop the ongoing genocide against the minority people of Tigray in Ethiopia. This atrocity has been perpetrated by the joint military forces of the PM of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed, and the President of Eritrea, Isaiyas for 3 months now. The genocidal war that started in Tigray, Ethiopia, has evolved into an international war that can trigger major humanitarian and security crises in the Horn of Africa and the Red Sea region at large. Since November 4, 2020, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed, aided and abetted by President Isaiyas of Eritrea, has waged an all-out war against the people of Tigray. Today, as the bloody war rages on, innocent and defenseless children, women, and civilians are being exterminated with daily shelling, bombardment, rape, and other crimes by invading forces that include the Eritrean army, UAE drones, and Amhara Fano military and special forces. Recent reports show the prevalence of disturbing the rampant rape in Tigray. Rape is being used as a weapon of war to terrorize, subjugate, and humiliate the proud people of Tigray. Al Jazeera reported that Primala Patton, the UN Special Representative on Sexual Violence and Conflict, said she was greatly concerned by serious allegations from the northern region, including a high number of alleged rapes in the Tigrayan capital, Mekelle. The threat posed by PM Abiy Ahmed and his mentor Isaiyas is an act of extermination and genocide. This body knows how many citizens Rwanda lost between the 7th of April and the 15th of July, 1994. In Tigray, it has been 3 months since PM Abiy Ahmed and President Isaiyas of Eritrea have waged an all-out war, blocked all necessities, and have passed collective capital punishment on the people of Tigray through the instrumentality of past starvation. Tigray has no access to water, food, banking, electricity, transportation, telecommunications, medical supplies, and independent media. Reporters show that people are already dying of governmental planned hunger in Tigray. Once again, the world is witnessing genocide in the making in Tigray. Despite 3 months of international community's appeal for the peaceful resolution of war declared by Eritrean and Ethiopian governments and the recent demand for the withdrawal of the Eritrean forces. There are disturbing reports coming as of Tuesday, January 26, 2021, that Abiy Ahmed and Isaiyas have the international community and the USA remain complacent without acting to stop the genocide. The situation in Tigray is so dire that people are running out of options and it is already too late for them. As the superpower of the world, we urge the USA to stop the talk and start the walk by taking every measure in its disposal to save the lives of millions of people whose lives are at risk of imminent extermination. The USA in general and the new Biden administration in particular have moral and ethical responsibility to the ethnic cleansing campaign on Tigray, similar to what the USA did in Kosovo in 1999. On June 9th, 1999, after 11 weeks of bombing by NATO, dictator Slobodan Milosevic was forced to capitulate and end the ethnic cleansing campaign in Kosovo. If the situation in Kosovo, which was compared to that of the current situation in Tigray, required the US-led NATO military intervention, certainly the lives of people of Tigray can only be spared by similar intervention. The government in Eritrea and Ethiopia have defined adherence to the international community's repeated calls. Nothing will stop them other than the international community's committed and concerted unequivocal action. Soft diplomacy will not deter them, and it is already proven to be maleficent.
Contravening Rule 53, starvation is being used as a method of war by the Abiy government of Ethiopia. The United Nations, although still muddling slowly, has a moral and legal obligation to stop the war. The four main acts that the provisions highlighted within the United Nations responsibility to protect is genocide, war crimes, ethnic cleansing, and crimes against humanity are currently being perpetrated against the people of Tigray. These four provisions are evident in Abiy Ahmed's actions, including but not limited to systematic profiling, harassment, and detention of people based solely on their ethnic background. The international community should thus utilize all tools in its disposal, including pressuring the UNSCs to discharge its responsibility and save the lives of thousands of people in Tigray before it is too late. As you may have already heard, one of the great diplomats of Africa, Mr. Sam Mesfin, has two colleagues who were brutally murdered by the Addis Ababa government. One of the victims is physically disabled and is visually impaired veteran. We highlight some of the widely reported atrocities and war crimes committed by the invading forces in Tigray that put its people under siege and risk of extermination. These are just a few examples of the reports of the atrocities and war crimes committed in Tigray. One is the city of Adigrat. The seat of the Eastern Zone administration, with more than 100,000 residents, has been occupied by Eritrean forces starting mid-November. On the 24th of November, Eritrean soldiers drove up in a pickup truck with machine guns through the central street of Adigrat and shot indiscriminately at shops, private residencies, and just people who were passing by. Several civilians were reported killed and wounded, including women and children. As a result, at least 85 civilians, including many youth, have been killed by Eritrean forces, and many have been reported missing. Another example, Addis Pharmaceuticals, a publicly owned pharmaceutical company and one of the biggest employers in the city of Adigrat, employing over 2,000 employees, has been destroyed, and all the equipment and machinery has been uprooted to Eritrea. On November 25th, 2020, a group of 8 to 15 citizens, according to eyewitnesses only, stood guard at the Addis pharmaceutical factory in Adigrat, where they were handcuffed and executed by Eritrean soldiers. Adigrat University, one of the 4 universities in Tigray, with over 15,000 students and 3,000 academic support staff, is also under siege. As a result, the staff is not being paid at the federal government of Ethiopia, has frozen the budget for Tigray, and students are not taking classes. Now the university is under siege and serving as a military camp for Eritrean soldiers, as students have been sent home or transferred to Mekelle University in Mekelle. In Adwa, a historic town in central Tigray, known for the victorious battle against Italian forces in 1896 that thwarted European colonialism, there has been horrors of civilian massacres similar to the other towns. About 458 people have been fatally shot as of December 30th, 2020. The ALTEX textile and Saba marble factories, including the only shoe factories in town of Ottawa, were all looted, and all the equipment and machinery has been transported in trucks to Eritrea before the building structures were demolished by dynamites. Another example is in Boroselawa, a town in the southern Tigray near Machu. 154 innocent civilians were killed around August 10, 2021, by the Ethiopian army after heavy fighting between the two armies in the local. In Zalambesa, about 20 miles north of Adigrat, on November 18, 2020, Eritrean soldiers killed 59 civilians inside their homes in front of their parents and their families.
Thank you. عندنا مناقصات بدكنا على البيزا اوكي ابز اكابي دلهم نشتي بتنتن بلونا سبيس كدليو ناي مጨረሻ ስፒከርና ዶክተር ጸጋ አሙንገና ስለደላ ዘረባክት ገብረላ ያ بدحريو قرب متحساسب لنا دحر እንደገና ንመጨረሻ ንዘ حدش administration زين قبرو تزعوه فلي بدبل ملكب خوريمو كلهم تقولوا مريت كتقصيهم ليدخلوا وفكتوا لهم وملك خنلاو يمنانو زو منግስት زيو لذي بقو መጨረሻ ላይ خنبلينا መጀመሪያ ግን ዶክተር ጸጋ እና መድረክ ይቀደም አኔ ላይ እስካ ዶክተር ጸጋ ትመጽን በአርመት ተሐሳሰብታት ክህብ ጊዜን መቆጣብ ማለት እዩ እዚ ሓድሽ አድሚኒስትሬሽን ባይደን ሃሪስ አድሚኒስትሬሽን ተስፋ ደለዎ አድሚኒስትሬሽን እዩ ክሰምዕ ድኽእል ክሕግዝ ድኽእል ንዲሞክራሲ ንሰላም ድቆመ መንግስቲ እዩ ነገር ግን ሱቂልና ንረኽቦ ይኮነን መዓልትታት ሶሙናዊት እና መጻና አውያትና ክንቀጥል ኣለና ሰላማዊ ሰልፊ ትዊተር ካምፔን በኮንግረስን ሴኔታን ነታራትን ሪች አውት በመግባር ብድኻልናዮ ወገን ማለት እዩ ቃል ስናጠው ክብል ይውሉን እንዳውም እናገደ እንደይ ሰምዓና መንግስት እንኳን ትራምፕ አድሚኒስትሬሽን ወይና በልና ነርና አይና ሕዚ ግን ሰምዕ አድሚኒስትሬሽን እዩ ስለዚህ ሰምዕ ስለድኾነ ንኽነስምዖ እንታ ክንገብር ኣለና ማለት እዩ ክንመጽእ ኣለና ስለዚህ መጽዋዕታታት ኣለና ፌብሩዋሪ 3 መጀመሪያ ባላይ ከልወና እዩ ካው ቀጽሉ እንደገና ፌብሩዋሪ 11 which is meet ማዓልቱ ድኾኖ ናይ ትግራይ ጦርነት ማለት እዩ ሽዑም ክህልወና እዩ ስለዚህ ነዚ ተዳለው መጀመሪያ ዚ ስፒከር ዶክተር ጸጋ ክህብሞ መተሐሳሰብ ይክጽል ይቀነየለይ ዶክተር ጸጋ
Oh yeah, it's okay. Hi everyone. It's nice to see all of you. I don't know, got a public health lesson. Everybody spread out a little bit. Imam Gizayu, for no reason. Everybody take a moment, just spread out just a little bit.
All right, guys, let's make sure that we're spreading out so that we can stay safe.
Oh yeah, everybody spread out, stay safe. Okay. Kadamay nagar, nku'ab salam matahum. I'm so happy to see you all here. Salam mahallawkum ina zallana malati. I feel like I'm alive because you guys are here. Zigizi come nfalto, it's really hard. Na'hum yakzarbakum dalyan. I can say things in English. Looting, mass murders, genocidal thinking, just genocidal messages, genocidal state-sanctioned genocidal actions. This is happening, rape, all of the horrors that should be history are happening again, unfortunately. Because from everyone, malaki. إذا كله قفع زي أدتنا ندجنا يبقي الله ليتن قتل يمهلل الله أبتنا تواريدو ندجنا مالتي أحواتنا يعمت الله انتاجرنا يوم ملاقي بلا الله مالتي again مالتي حق النزارة تاريخ يدقم الله أتهم سوات تاريخ يدقم الله زحالة 130 عام تاريخنا يوم علتي مجزاتي كما يكبيد مخانو نريد لنا 9 يوم علتي أب مريتنا أب نفس حواتنا أب حنقلنا كويناتي كايدا اللوم علتي They're using us against ourselves, Maraji. ታሪክ ይደገማሉ ካብ reactive not proactive ገጽ ክንሐልፍ ኣለና ክንሰግር ኣለና proactive ንክንከውን ካል እንታይ ክንገብር ኣለና ማለት እዩ መኒና ነርና መኒና ሕጂ ናበይ ገጽና ኢና ክንከይድ ዘለና ማለት እዩ ነፍስና መሲልና አዛራርባና ይሁን ማንነትና ይሁን ንዓና መሲልና ካቡ ከመርገጥ ተጠቂምና ከዓ we're going to move forward እንታይ እዩ ዝፈልዮ ነዚ ግዜ እዚ ይመስለኩም ደቅቶም ሓረስቶት ዝቅተሉ ዝነበሩ ቀደም ቅድሚ 30 ዓመት ኣብ ኣርባዕታት at the end of the 19th century ኣብዚ ኣለና ንሪኦም ኣለና ድምፅና ነስምዕ ኣለና ሰላ ኢንተርኔት ኩሉ ትዝረአ ዘሎ ተዝገበር ዘሎ ንሪኦ ኣለና ኣይንቕበሎን ኢና ኣይንደግሞን ኢና ነዚ ታሪክ እዚ ኣይንደልን ኢና ካልኣይ ግዜ ክንበኪ ኣይንደልን ኣይድገምን እዩ ኤርትራውያን ኣሕዋትና ተረጊጥኩም ኢኹም you suffer we're suffering too ከመይ ጌርና ተሓባቢርና ንስራሕ they're using us against ourselves no ኣይንቕበሎን ኢና ነዲኻ ትመስል ሰብቲ ትቕተሎ no say no no እምቢ እምብለይ ኣይንቐትሎም ኣሕዋትና እዮም ንስኻትኩም ከዓ ክትቅተሉ ኣይንደልን ኢና no more ናይ መግዛእቲ ኣተሓሳስባ ቀዲድና መሬት ክንረግፆ ኣለና get rid of it ኣይጠቕመና all of us born in the diaspora we need to read what happened we went to American schools we studied history 300 400 500 1000 years ago kullu nimaharo ina why don't we know who we are so you tsagam we need to know who we are تتصبقون تحمقون أفتحكي أميننا كان قعز no more بسكفتها to make people happy تسكفك you treated them well and they're killing us no more members of the Amhara community who are coming now to say you feel bad that's good humanity comes alakum tsubuk mirai you want to help restore the territorial integrity of Tigray give us back the land people were killed in Gondar we didn't say anything they were burned out of their homes you've been talking about our genocide for years now you want to help fight for our people to go back to their ancestral land. You want to help? Tell your families who are sending genocidal messages to stop their genocidal thinking. Stop using the state against your people. Stop using power to kill innocent people. You want to be an ally? That's how you be an ally. Be a real one. Admit what's happening. Challenge the Ethiopian Human Rights Commission's report that gaslit innocent people who suffered and blamed them for the crimes perpetrated against them. How insulting. It's disgusting. Correct it. Be a real ally. حجي كان نعنا مالتي تم برحتنا ندلي دلنا أبز كبيت سلمات مالتي تالتشي أبلا we're looking for a light in the dark ثم مرحتنا بمول أنكا سلطنا كم زنبرو قدم مالتي 1000 years ago يفلت إيو صبق زمن نيرنا إيو now نكمل اليوم they trying their best السايا كم مرحتنا سلام راح عكونا ندلي we want to be competitors on the global market عقم لنا عقم لنا لنا بلو عقم لنا كنت سينا اي قبعناني كنت سينا حجيكا strategic thinking not proactive thinking نخيد proactive thinking نخيد كما يجرنا إنا نزار شغليات كنفتحة عنصار نحوار عندلنينا دحر 3 عامك بكيا دلنيا أديك بخيا اللي دلنيا no more بمن مخانك حفر دلنيا فرح دلنيا fighting back strategically مالك let's look for the light in the dark and let's work towards that شعور to fragmentation يكون it's a non-collaboration يكون بزح نقدر يتأفئ مالتي because you have a direction you have a north star بدعم يا مسكنكم بدعم يا فتوكم أجوكم أجونا
Give it up for Dr. Sagat. Thank you very much for coming out and preaching the message.
Thank you, Dr. Taka. Very uplifting. أنيلنا تفكر يا زرارو عمل أختارك إيو إذا ألسزيا أي ما تشرش ألسيا لكنا لا ألسزيا أي دموان إذا بخياتي أي بخيوان إذا موتيها أي موتوان حزن إحنا هنموت عنا سكع ما تشرش سكع حد سوالك تعرف أي ما تشرش ألسنا يا أنيلنا سلزي كم تعنتوا إيد بلاكم نوركم إذا administration زي تسفر رخبنا له administration ترى أنا قسم عفوا أنا ما تسألنا أنا أول لنا أنت تحفر لهم لنا النقر لهم لنا مثلنا أيو أمريكا ويانينا تقارو أورجين أمريكا ويانينا سلزي ناتنا قدايك بتسمو اللوام بس هزر آخر رحولنا اللوام عدنا سلام كفترولنا اللوام إذا نقبر كأ ما علت ما تسألنا سلزي ما توعتها بزقبر لنا أوان كل شيء تقارو حكوناتنا أين حفر الكوينا بالبي أمني أني لي وقاهم تفتركم ناتكم كونكم أناولكم مزوعتها بدهلو ساعات كتمطو حزازوكم فبراير 3 غاتينا خا فبراير 10 حدا خا بتعم عبا ايفنتيا مخنياتهم ناي تግራይ ተወልዐልና ጦርነት 100 መዓልቱ እዩ ስለዚህ ሽዒቱ خا بدعابه መልክዕ ክነብሩ ዋይና እዚ ግን መጨረሻ ግዜ ማለት እዩ ኩልኩም እንትኽእሉ መሬት ለቅሱ ደይትኽእሉ ኸፈሉ ናይ መጨረሻ አውያትና ነዚ ጋቨርንመንት እዚ ፍነስምዒና ኦኬ
black متحساسبي black BMW 7DB 015 تون قبر عينا يقولهم لو مكينة هم العلو
All right, let's get to the ground.
كلنا مريت نحس دمسنا نسمع كلهم بزلهم وتخولوا مريت حزنا عند دقيقة ولا أوي نبلينا لازمنا سلام يا شيخ اوكي
Stop bombing Tigray! Stop bombing Tigray!
Stop bombing Tigray!
Stop bombing Tigray!
Stop bombing Tigray!
Stop killing Tagaru!
Stop killing Tagaru!
Stop killing Tagaru!
Stop killing Tagaru!
Waru!
Tagaru!
Waru!
Tagaru!
What do we want?
Peace!
What do we want?
Peace!
What do we want?
No!
What do we want?
No!
What do we want?
Peace!
What do we want?
No!
What do we want?
No!
Waru!
Tagaru!
Waru!
Tagaru!
Waru!
Tagaru!
What do we want?
Peace!
What do we want?
Peace!
When do we want it?
No!
When do we want it?
No!
When do we want it?
No!
Stop bombing Tigray!
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 Tagaru lives matter!
Tagaru lives matter!
Tagaru lives matter!
Tagaru lives matter!
genocide of Tigray. Stop bombing Tigray. Stop bombing Tigray. Stop bombing Tigray. Stop bombing Tigray. What do you want? 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 Stop raping Tigray! 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 Stop killing Tigray! Stop killing Tigray! Stop raping Tigray! Stop raping Tigray! Stop the genocide in Tigray! Stop the genocide in Tigray! Rape is not a weapon! Rape is not a weapon! Rape is not a weapon! Starvation is not a weapon! Starvation is not a weapon! Stop killing the bottom! Stop killing the bottom! Stop killing the bottom! Stop killing the bottom!
Thank you أمينة. كلكم حفلكم كالعادة. هذا عوي مدحول وحدي protest organizers مدة مالتيو تزغطل سلامات في مارch 11 أو February 11 مالتي عم نيويورك يتكاين. مخناتو كلهم decision makers بغلدو نروحهم عم نيويورك سلازقنا UN headquarters أو سلازقلو بزي حنا وقت ركبنينا سلازي بمولو كلهم عن تأوزز متأخم بزوح سوات سيحكم لا نام نيويورك أفتح تغطى سلامات سلفوت قلنا هنيكم مالتي توانا ندوي السوم تأكيو مسانا ندحر لهليفو منم لفتح نقر أي هلن حنت زي آيات عمل اختي تخالي قن أو تويتر لنا engagement بدعمك وسخني هو مخناتو تويتر بقللو كم كلهم على مرحتي إنه رخور له أو أرسل لهونه كلهم زدقاجي كامبين كل تلو بعلكم وين قحط نزل عليكم حنت جديد أحلمونا قولوا معتي تويت كنقبرنينا تويت كنقبرت لنا بزحتنا تموانا decision makers نعنا فلوس لا يجورونا تاج كنجورو من لنا تاج نحل غيركم مم دويني ناينا ناقل لنا مالتي سلازي تخكلني هاشتاج متقامين نرسع أقول تاج مقوار سواتهم ناين نرسع نقول لسه كنمرونينا ليه خلسمنينا تقولوا تاج كم تبها المحريت وطفنكم ستاندوس تقرأي لكم ويب سايت أمنا تقرأي لكم ويب سايت كأم الاقتناع وسيركم بدعمي every day كنت حفل لنا every تدمت ناس تأكيو حد على ما كعوز نخل جن أجونا نخلو حزن مارتشينا نقبري مسلمي.
مقدمي وقت مقبرنا عنتو فوتو شيئا نيران نوزيناي تقرأي سيم مسفرين تقرأي أفاي صحيين لجزاهم سبات عصاوت يلو عندنا عصا 31 68 00 خلتها رقمايه 31 68 00 خلتها هاي موداتات 00 خلتها قطر لكم قاليت عصا 31 68 016 متعرشها ثلاثة قطري 016 عشان ناخذ سبات نوزا مكينة متعود وصلت فليهم ثانك يو
Okay. أبزالين زي أدر لهم سوات زمان قد زي نابز قلوش قلنا نابز إتهو زمان كنا زي أيوترن جيراس للتمرح نع تقتلنا إننا وايت هاوس وكن قبل فهم أهو كنا قبرنا جن إسكا حزت هابيتشن دي فرمكم سوات لهم بإزاحتكم هابيتشن فرموا بدعمين إمبورتان ليها صحيح حاجكم كعمل قد بخلنا تجافكم تخوننا يغنيلنا تقراي تعود تقراي تعود تقراي تعود تقراي تعود منينا تقراي تعود أمين لك
عبوس
ما تتوقع
سأقعد أدور ما بزي عدلكم نبزع لي زي عدو بيزا خلقكم حيواتي نبزع عدو إلو لكم دو أبزع عدلكم نبزع لي نبزع أكوسة دي النوار خلقنا حدد النوار أبزع لكم سمعنا حواتي نبزع حواتي Patient sign has to show up. أيها خينا بيتشين لحدكم سوات كنا لحد قوار واتا ساين مومنت خريكم سوات راحتكم تصدق the patient scanner لحدكم patient not the sign the patient scanner I can't see you please pull it out
Yeah.
Lain gaming object natin.
اوكي انتهي لا لو سلم بانديرا الحزب يا امريكا بانديرا الحزب ثلاثه بانديرا ثلاثه عم يسمع بانديرا عم يسمع لا لا امريكا الحزب ثلاثه هاي تجاي بانديرا الحزب الغربي
Stop war on Tigray!
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 I stand with Tigray!
I stand with Tigray!
I stand with Tigray!
I stand with Tigray!
We stand with Tigray!
We stand with Tigray!
We stand with Tigray!
We stand with Tigray!
I am Tigray!
I am Tigray!
I am Tigray!
I am Tigray!
We are Tagaru!
We are Tagaru!
We are Tagaru!
We are Tagaru!
Stop the genocide!
Stop the genocide!
Stop the genocide!
Stop the genocide!
Stop the war on Tigray!
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 Stop the genocide!
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 U.S.
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 Stop the genocide!
Stop the genocide!
Stop war on Tigray!
Stop war on Tigray! U.S.
U.S. We demand action!
We demand action!
We need action!
We need action!
We need action!
We need action!
U.S.
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 Now!
Act now!
Act now!
Act now!
Stop war on Tigray!
Stop war on Tigray!
Stop war on Tigray!
Stop war on Tigray!
Stop the genocide!
Stop the genocide!
Stop the genocide!
Stop the genocide!
Stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Stop the killing!
Stop the raping!
Stop the raping!
Stop the raping!
Stop war on Tigray!
Stop war on Tigray!
Tigray!
Stop the genocide on Tigray!
Stop the genocide on Tigray!
Stop bombing Tigray!
Stop bombing Tigray!
Stop bombing Tigray!
Stop bombing Tigray!
Stop the genocide on Tigray!
Stop the genocide on Tigray!
Stop bombing Tigray!
Stop bombing Tigray!
Stop the genocide on Tigray!
Stop the genocide on Tigray!
US!
Yes!
US!
Yes!
Stop now!
I know! You are! You are! I know!
Anthony!
I know! Yes! Stop the genocide on Tigray! Stop the genocide on Tigray! Stop the war in Tigray! Stop the bombing! Stop the war in Tigray!